Good afternoon and thank you for joining us here at Highbury. A very cold and chilly Highbury for the first pre-season game of 2020-21. Rovers getting their preparations for the new season underway here against Fleetwood Town, fresh from disappointment in the playoffs last term in League One. It's two different teams for Rovers today in each half. We'll start with the first half, of course. Andy Fisher's in a starting goal for Rovers, back four. Ryan Nyambe, Darragh Lenihan, Scott Wharton, who his last game was a memorable one at Wembley Stadium. Murray Bell is playing at left back. The two holding midfield players today are going to be Jacob Davenport and Lewis Travis in the first half, with John Buckley, Lewis Holtby and Harry Chapman in front of those two. Up front, Ben Brereton looks like he's going to be leading the line on his own today. In the second half, Rovers are going to go with Jordan Easter in goal, Joe Rankin-Costello, Hayden Carter, Derek Williams and Elliot Bennett making up the back four. Corey Evans and Bradley Johnson in the midfield too. In ahead of them, Brad Lyons, Joe Rothwell, Tyree Stolen, a recent capture for the under-23s to get a run out, and Adam Armstrong up front. For Fleetwood Town, in goal is new signing Joel Coleman. They've got one of the trialist brothers, four of them today, starting in the back four. So we've got a trialist, Danny Andrew, we've got Morgan Boys, Harrison Holgate, Wes Burns, Shed Evans, Callum Camps, Barry Bagley and Paul Coots and Paddy Madden. The game is kicking off with Harry Chapman picking it up and Darragh Lenihan launches it down the line. Fleetwood have it back with Holgate. Already you can hear Tony Mowbray shouting instructions to his team to push forward, push up, put the pressure on the hosts this afternoon. Evans looks like a nudge in the back from Lenihan. It will be a free kick to Fleetwood Town. Darrow, isn't it? Straight in there. We're back on the ball. And controls well. Coots finds Andrew up from left back on this near side. Decent crossing. Madden slices it in the air. Davenport looking to deal with it. Bell does. Former Fleetwood man. 100 appearances for the Cod Army during 2.5 years here. Chapman wins a free kick for Rovers high up just in the Fleetwood half. Like a foul from Morgan Boys on the ex-Middlesbrough winger. Rare start for Chapman. Hasn't had too many of them in blue and white in his whole career, really. It's an opportunity to impress today. Comes deep to try and dictate the play, looking for Chapman. In control, maybe just keep it in. He does. Good touch from Chapman. Here's Nyambe. Gets forward, checks back. Travis just picks it up, just trying to work an angle. It's not going to be a corner, it's going to be a throw in deep in the Fleetwood half. Be Nyambe to take this one, looking for options at the moment. Nice one through, and Nyambe wins the corner this time. Will allow the two centre-backs, Lenihan and Wharton, who's back for pre-season, having one promotion, another one from League Two, this time with Northampton Town. At the end of last season, but it was last month. Taken quick. Travis to collect. Have to go backwards here, you know. Finds Holtby, slip from Davenport. It won't be costly though. Again, Travis always an option, isn't he, in midfield. Nice bit of play from Rovers. Fleetwood playing pretty high up, it has to be said. So it looks like a 4-3-1-2 formation. Brereton on the left, found space out there. Can't find a man though, and Fleetwood could break away here. Scrappy start here. We do begin their preparations for the test against our friends at Wigan. Opening day of League One. Rovers, long trip down to Bournemouth for them. 12th of September, not far away now. And hopefully it won't be far away until the fans are back in stadiums. That would be great. Here's Holtby. Looks like he's caught there from Harry Bagley in the middle of the park. Holtby, an ankle injury there. It's firm from Bagley, straight in on the German. It's going to be a word for Bagley from the referee, Mr. Donoghue. But he does look like he'll be okay. He's riddled with injury problems last term. Managed to fight back and feature in the last 9 games of the campaign, which was great for him. It's just going to be a word. It is a friendly game. May have been a booking for Bagley if it was a competitive fixture.
All right. Not even going on
Now got to be careful that he doesn't lose the ball here. The ex-Fleetwood man against Wes Burns, a tricky customer for Fleetwood on that right side. Andrew again finds space on this left side. To the right for Fleetwood. Burns is going to whip it in. Bell's there to cut it out. Burns might get a second bite of the cherry. Burns again, looking at Davenport. He's going to look to try and do him on the outside, is he? No, he's going to go back to the trialist. And here's Coots on the ball, an experienced campaigner, ex-Preston man. Spell of possession at the moment. 6th of July was their last game of the season, so certainly a quick turnaround for them. Walton cuts out the ball there. Charles looking for Madden. Sporting a shaven look. The Fleetwood striker sent off in the playoff first leg against Wycombe. Heavy defeat here at Highbury, 4-1 against Gareth Ainsworth's side, who obviously went on to win the playoffs, and it'll be our first home game of the campaign when it does come around, early September. Rovers throwing now. Lionby trying to look down the line to find a man. Andrew cuts it out. Certainly looks to be playing a high role, the fullback. Needs an option though for this throwing. Looking for Chapman. He does find Chapman. It's the 8th minute here. Neither keeper tested as yet. Fisher in goal for Rovers. Signing Joel Coleman in between the sticks for Fleetwood Town.
Number 2000, right?
Looks offside there. Looks suspiciously offside. The linesman's not giving it. Holtby collects. Brereton again, he is offside that time. Chance has gone, the offside has finally come. Nice intricate play though from Rovers. Brereton a willing runner as usual. Holtby just trying to find those pockets of space to play the forward in. Coleman, upfield for Fleetwood. Travis again, typically doing the dirty work. Can't play to find Fisher. It's not can't play from the goalkeeper though, with Madden going for goal. Very comfortable for Fisher in the end though. Made amends to that mistake, could have been costly. Walton just trying to arc that down the line, and he's found Brereton. He's He was caught there by Harrison Holgate, and it will be a Rovers free kick on the left-hand side. Good opportunity this one to maybe swing it into the box. Lenihan's forward, Wharton's forward. Two threats in the air for Rovers. Every single Fleetwood player back in their own box at the moment. If lurking on the edge of the box might be an option for Holtby could take this one. Buckley's there as well, maybe tempted to put this in towards the near post. Let's wait and see. It is Buckley. Gets there, just floats it over Coleman's upright. Good opportunity though for Scott, just seemed to be stretching. Couldn't arc the ball into the back of the net. Lofted over. First real opportunity for Rovers though, 10 minutes into this encounter. Tough conditions today, the breeze is coming in from the coast, you might be able to hear it over the feed. Throwing for Rovers, Miami to take this one again. Looks to go backwards towards Lenihan. Holtby did well there, been caught. Davenport keeps the ball moving. Lovely little flick through the legs of Boys, and he's through on goal here. Into the box, just misses. Boys recovers well. It could be a penalty, waved away. Buckley going down under a challenge from Danny Andrew. Nothing given. Probably the correct call there. Really good play from Chapman. Direct as usual. Flicked it through the legs of one, kept going. Fortunate to get the strike away. Well, he's just the field growing into this one. Coming out to give instructions to his team. Been in the job for a couple of seasons now. Took them to the playoffs last term. Pretty good season for Fleetwood all in all. Assisted by Clint Hill, teammates at QPR of course, those two. Fleetwood get a chance to go forward now. Evans can't get past Wharton. And this time it'll be a Fleetwood throw-in on the far side. Just in front of the Highbury Social Club. Looks like Coots is the dictator in midfield for Fleetwood. On the ball here, nicked by Buckley, and Rovers could break here. Holtby finds Buckley, puts it back across, and Chapman just can't get there. Sliding in at the back post, but really good play from Rovers. Holtby sliding in. Buckley, who won the ball back initially, and his ball across outside the boot was almost perfect for Chapman, who couldn't find a route to the net, unfortunately, just in front of the Rovers winger.
Yeah, just about. Basically, I think basically we load some of the bit rates and stuff, and some of it's worked and got it through.
It's really good quality.
Yeah.
It's really good on the phone.
As soon as we got the Ethernet cable, because we're on this laptop now, and that's got an Ethernet port. As soon as the Ethernet
Full
cable,
squad here today for Rovers, as we said earlier. Second half team. Obviously, likes of Jordan Easton, Reckon Costello, Bradley Johnson, Elliot Bennett, Rothwell all play a part. As it is at the moment, still 0-0, and Burns has got a good ball in. It's got a deflection off Bell, and it's the first corner kick for Fleetwood here. This idea though, noticed about Fleetwood, they've got pace on the wings, Burns on the right, and Andrew getting forward from left back, almost having this whole left side to himself for Fleetwood. They've sent pretty much everyone forward, the two centre backs, Holgate and Boys. They're both in there.
Holtby into Buckley down the left.
and then he slid the ball in.
Sent across the face of goal, and Chapman couldn't quite stretch for him.
an outswinger. I think it's Coots to take this one. Andrew's lurking. He's going to come to him. It's not connected correctly, and Fleetwood have scored. I think it's Ched Evans with the header. Training ground move. Coots looking for Andrew. Didn't catch it as well as he'd have liked. Bounced up perfectly for Evans, experienced forward. Manages to nod it into the back of the net beyond Fisher. Poor defending, you've got to say, from Rovers, but you've got to give credit to Fleetwood. Training ground move comes off for them 15 minutes in. It's Fleetwood Town 1, Blackburn Rovers 0. Not too many chances, but Fleetwood have taken one of theirs and have the advantage. Maybe against the run of play, you could say, but it doesn't matter how much possession you've got of the ball. All the stats, the only stat that matters is the scoreline. Rovers will look to find a way back into this game. Chapman to get on the end of a long ball from Andy Fisher there. So conditions probably not the best for the high balls forward. Fleetwood looking pretty resolute, has to be said, getting bodies behind the ball when they need to. From Highbury there, Coots. Picked off him by Holtby, and he's got a bit scrappy there in that little spell of play. Remember, these opening encounters are just workouts. Scoreline doesn't matter. It would be great to get the wins, of course, but you can't use pre-season for any sort of guide of how you're going to do in the league. Brereton offside again. Walton this time looking for a long ball forward towards the front man. And Evans battling away. So Evans has won a free kick for his side. Maybe Lenehan getting involved. That's the reason behind that dead ball situation that's going to be coming up now. It'll be Coots again, I think, to take this one. And he orchestrated the opener with that corner kick routine just a moment or two ago. Good challenge by Buckley. Win it back. Brereton trying to do battle with Holgate there. It's all the way back to Colburn. Again launches it downfield. Wharton will have to deal with it. Fisher does. It's a throw in for Fleetwood Town. The last memorable one for Richie Smallwood, netting the winner late on. Rovers ended up getting promoted that season from League One. Great campaign, of course, but certainly a tough game was had down here. Rovers taking the lead through Bradley Dack before Conor McElhaney equalised for Fleetwood. For Smallwood's winner, here's Chapman. Brereton through, tight angle. Coleman does well at his near post to block. It's a corner kick for Rovers. Brereton takes it quick. So again, Chapman involved in that move. Backheel to Brereton, who's come deeper now to collect. Holtby keeps the move going with Davenport and now Wharton. Fleetwood almost 2 banks of 5 there. He's just trying to work an opportunity, being patient. Way of playing that was started almost this time last year. Way of playing without Danny Graham, who's of course left the club this summer. Holtby, lovely idea. To get the penalty there. It's going to be a penalty to Rovers, and Ambiu's won it. Andrew a little bit late on the challenge. Nothing sinister in it. Just missed times, no complaints. Rovers will have a chance to level from the spot here. 19 minutes gone. Fleetwood currently 1-0, but Rovers do have a penalty. Looks like Brereton fancies it. He will be taking it, the Rovers man. Brereton scored obviously a against Reading towards the end of last season. Can he get off the mark with a goal in our first pre-season game of the campaign? He can't. It's a good save from Coleman. Decent height for the new boy for Fleetwood Town, and Brereton just looked to try and guide it to Coleman's left, and the stopper guessed right, pushed it away. It's a corner kick. Drifts over everyone from Davenport, but good opportunity there for Brereton to stick away. And you've got to say, might have been a decent enough penalty. The height was probably the thing that favoured the goalkeeper. The score remains Fleetwood 1, Rovers 0. So, I think decent signs from Brereton overall play in the opening half of this half. There wanted it more than Madden. Fleetwood have it back again though. Andrew, we mentioned how much he's had of the ball on this left side, goes for goal. He's got quite a few yards wide of Fisher's left hand post there. Worth an attempt though from the Fleetwood defender. Just didn't catch it right. Flick on from Buckley. Brereton just can't get on the end of that one. Hoisted away from Holgate. Evans could be in here. It would bounce through to the ex-Sheffield United striker. His presence maybe just gave Fisher an extra second to get there ahead of him. With the armband for this half, as he did quite a few spells last term. Mulgrew going to Wigan for half a campaign, and Elliot Bennett in and out of the side. That ball had just gone out from Andrew. Fisher's in a risky game here, just plays it safe in the end, puts it into the stands under pressure from Madden. The goal just seems to have given them a bit more confidence. Seems to be playing with a bit more freedom, open the game up a little bit. Looking for options as he hopes to take this throw in. Davenport's the best of those. He does find Davenport, but Fleetwood win it back again. Here's Evans in the box. Full to Callum Camps, another recent capture after he left Rochdale in the summer. Not much of the ball though, Camps, is he, on his opening game for Fleetwood? His coach looking for that diagonal ball. Andrew again. Tough customer for Nyambi so far this game. Attacking displays, Nyambi does well to recover there and put it out for a throw-in. Long throw for Fleetwood. Morgan Boys to take. Pushed it in there, Evans looks to flick it on. Madden back across. Looked like a little shove there from Bell on Burns, nothing given. A good ball in from Evans, and Nyambi at the back post just chests it behind for a corner kick, but Rovers pretty fortunate that they've not gone too behind there. Certainly looked like a worthwhile shout for a spot kick for the hosts. Mr. Donahue in a good position though to call that one. Fleetwood take this corner short. Whipped in, Travis doesn't quite deal with it. Madden hopefully will surely deal with it. Yeah, he doesn't. It's a corner kick. He's come back off the Rovers midfielder. Corner that scored with for their opening goal, and it's going to be Coots from the other side to see if he can do damage again. Here is Andrew, he's played it short. Gets a decent block on it. Trialist back into the area. Buckley does clear this time. He was a little bit sluggish to get out. The Trialist collects. Fleetwood have it again on this near side. Andrew down the line to Camps. Just drifted out onto this wide position. He'd start off the game in the 10 role. He's got the 10 on his back. Andrew, little 1-2 with Coots. It's another throw in to the Cod Army. Quite found their rhythm in this game. To be expected in pre-season. It's going to take a little bit of time. 3 pre-season fixtures lined up. Liverpool on Tuesday night away from home before Everton at Ewood Park in early September. Chapman on the right, goes for goal, and he finds the bottom corner with a really good finish. Typically direct play from Chapman there. Just works himself a yard on his right foot and sends that to the bottom left-hand corner. No chance for Coleman. Almost used a couple of Fleetwood players as a shield there. It's a really good finish in the end from the Rovers winger to level things up for the visitors here at Highbury. And 26 minutes gone now, and 1-1, probably the fairest scoreline. Excellent finish from Chapman there. That's what he can do. Just about deserved that, Rovers. Majority of the possession. Coming back to square one again. At least we've seen some goals in the opening pre-season game.
Defender really edge of the box.
Hopefully that will give Chappie a bit more confidence. Tough campaign last term for him. Season's about getting those opportunities. Are impressing the pre-season schedule. You could get an opportunity on the first game of the campaign away at Bournemouth. Looking forward to that one. Obviously not the same without the supporters in, but it may do in a tough situation for the world at the moment. And a head battle with Madden. Camp's just becoming a little bit more influential in this game. Splits the play to Trialist, getting up from right back. Buckley scampers across to try and stop him and ball through, looking for Burns. Just through to Fisher pretty comfortably. Holtby tries to get things moving and does. Here's Chapman on the right. Lovely direct play across. Almost getting in there. It's Holgate getting in just ahead of Coleman to clear the danger. Otherwise, Brereton could have got something on that. Of course, missed a penalty earlier in the game. He was back on level terms thanks to Chapman's precise finish. And a nice cute ball flick from Chapman. Just finding Travis, cut out by, I think it was Camps. It's Burns again. He's got a bit of involvement for Fleetwood early in this game. Is Brereton. Looks like he's won a free kick there. Could say went down pretty easily, but there was a challenge from Coots on him there. Opportunity this one. Kick probably 25 yards out. Holtby interested in this one. You've got Buckley, the right-footed option. While Chapman's lurking around. Respect the way Holtby's put this one down. He'll be the one going for goal. Yes, he does try an inventive little dink towards the back post, but the fact that Lenihan and Wharton are staying back suggests to me that this one's going for goal. Lenihan just sneaking forward now, is he? Yeah, Lenihan will go forward. Wharton's at the back, staying back at the moment. Yeah, Tara going towards that back post. Not sure whether he'll be used as a decoy or will be Buckley or Holtby to take. It is Holtby. He's going to be looking for Lenihan just over the Irishman's head and behind for a goal kick. And that sort of half for Rovers, I think, so far. So close, but yet so far.
Brereton burst forward. Loose ball fell at Chapman. He just drove at the defence, twisted and turned a little bit. Then from the box, in the bottom left corner.
The ball drops for Chapman.
Just to the left of our position here. Bradley Johnson and Elliot Bennett look like they're going to be going in just to get warmed up. They will be playing in the second half. Change second half team. So for the lads out at the moment, it's just about impressing in the first game. 45 minutes under their belts. Ahead of another trip to the Fylde Coast on Tuesday. Normally August is a decent time for the trips to the seaside. Certainly not the case with this weather though. Chapman's made a little spin, it looks like he's offside. Trevor's trying to find him. Comes to nothing. Straight through to Coleman again. It looked like Chapman had just strayed offside slightly there. The flag didn't go up though. Holgate, he is offside again. Rovers striker, unfortunately. Nice blend of fixtures for this pre-season schedule. 2 in League One, including today, and then Everton, the visitors to Fleetwood, which will be a stern test. The Toffees will certainly be looking for a better campaign in the Premier League 2020-21. Carlo Ancelotti's first season in charge, or full season I should say, of the Toffees for the coming. Played forward early, Miami's touch wasn't correct, and Andrew's going to have a chance to whip this one in. It's a good ball. Evans misses it. Bell tries to clear it. Is it a penalty? No, it's not. It's a free kick to Rovers. It looks like Bell's just been caught by Evans. Great ball in from Andrew again on this left side, and Evans swung for it, missed it, and then he went to try and collect the ball again. Looks like he just caught Bell, who is limping. Straight back up though. The physio hasn't come on to assess him, so I'm guessing everything is okay with the left back. Missed the end of last season with a few little niggling injuries. Chapman's been involved a lot in this first half hour or so. Just got onto the end of the ball there. A lot of Rovers players come down the right side. Nyambi Chapman involved in a lot of things Rovers have done well. A little grimace from Chapman there. Hope it's nothing too serious for him. Here's Bell. Looks to have recovered from that slight knock a moment ago. Looking for an option further forward. Lofted ball towards Brereton. Used his body there. Didn't look to be much in it, but the referee's bought that one. It's going to be a free kick for Fleetwood on the edge of their own box. End up having to go backwards because of the pressure from John Buckley and Paul Coops. He's just going to let that one drift out for a throw-in for Rovers this time. The diagonal ball from Wharton there. Chapman again, good first touch, sets him away, ball in. Block there from Holgate to stop Brereton getting on the end of it. And again, lovely ball from Wharton diagonally across the pitch towards Chapman. Seen a lot of that so far. Wharton just trying to start the play. Season ahead for Scott, whether it's at Rovers or out on loan again. Last couple of terms have been spent in League Two. 3 promotions in that time with Lincoln City, Bury, and then Northampton Town via the playoffs at Wembley last term. Serial winner at that level. Can he do it in the Championship? We'll have to see. We boys to take this throw in. Sit back from Bagley. And somebody that's confident when playing. The Fleetwood number 5. Coach again looking for Burns, who's had a quiet last few minutes. Far side for Fleetwood. 35 minutes gone. Fleetwood 1, Rovers 1. Ched Evans' header giving the host the lead, and then perhaps missed a penalty for Rovers, saved by Joel Coleman before Harry Chapman levelled things up soon after. Heath Chapman finds Nyambe. Good ball in from Nyambe. It's a teasing one. Coleman deals with it in the end, but again that partnership down this Rovers right. And Chapman again involved. Chapman just filling in at right back for the time being, whilst Nyambe still waiting to get back. And he's just about getting back now. Evans looks to spread the play and does to Burns on the right side. Fleetwood just getting a spell of possession. 10 minutes to go until the break. The wind just seems to have calmed down a little bit. The sun's making a slight appearance. Eerie atmosphere, no supporters of course for this one, but it won't be too long until we're all back in stadiums, back in Rovers. Lovely play from Camps there, just slid in between it, Lenihan and Davenport. Britain putting the pressure on the Fleetwood back line here, forced to go back to Coleman. Plenty of touches the home goalkeeper today. He's just misjudged that. It'll be a throw into the home side. 18 yards out. Poorly from Andrew, but it's hardly fell to Madden, who back out to Burns. Always an option on that right side. Ball in. Can Rovers deal with it? They can't. Bagley's there. Andrew's got a bit of time. Evans is going to go for goal. Cleared off the line. I think from Davenport back in, Madden. And the chance is gone, but you've got to say it was a great opportunity for Fleetwood to regain the lead there. Ched Evans swivelled, left-footed, poked it goalwards. Got it beyond Lenihan. Fisher was stranded, but Davenport was back on the line to hook it clear of danger. Real let-off though for Rovers, who didn't deal with the first cross, and from there on in it was a little bit harum-scarum. Opportunity to break now though with Buckley. Finds Bell, the former Fleetwood man. Can he whip it in? He can. Positioning from Coleman to read that one. Got there ahead of Chapman. Just peeled off to the back post, looking to get on the end of anything that was coming his way. Decent enough cross from Bell. Fisher's just going to get there. Oh, he can't. Oh, it's a... Oh, he's got lucky. He's got very, very lucky there, Andy Fisher. I'm not sure what he was up to there, but he was robbed by the dangerous Burns. Just completely misjudged it. Fortunately for Rovers, Burns spurned the opportunity. Fairly tight angle, but you'd expect someone of Burns' quality to get that one on target. In the end, it smashed against the Percy Ronson stand to our left-hand side here. The chance ran. Nervy from Fisher. Lenihan clatters into Ched Evans, and it'll be another Fleetwood free kick. Had plenty of free kicks already in this game. Evans down, holding his face. I'm not sure there's any contact with his face anyway, but he's up, ready to play on, and It's going to be a free kick to Fleetwood. Andrews over this one. Looks like it probably does favour the left-footed option. Nice starting position from Fisher. He's left a lot of his goal open. Selects that one though. Didn't really have to move, straight into his arms there. Rovers goalkeeper, good throw out to Bell as well, and Rovers can start the attack on the counter here with Amari Bell. Fleetwood, plenty of players back. Bell's cross is a lofted one. Joel Coleman doesn't deal with that at all. And Chapman does get it back, wins Rovers a throw in deep in the Fleetwood half, right by the corner flag, but seen unconvincing goalkeeping from the Rovers stopper, and then Joel Coleman doing his best Superman impression there by the looks of things. Not the best of auditions. That's a bit of play from the Fleetwood debutant. Five minutes to go until the break. Remains 1-1. Entertaining spectacle though here on the Fylde coast. Buckley loses the ball again, but Bell gets fortunate. Hooks it forward towards Brereton, uses his strength well to knock boys off the ball. Here's Buckley, worth a go from there. Deflection helped out Joel Coleman, pretty easy for the home stopper. Good battle between Lenihan and Evans. Physical test for both players. Buckley wins it back from Burns. Rovers get the ball again. Travis had to stretch for that one. Bell's pass wasn't the greatest, and now Joey Barton's side can spring forward with Madden. Evans has just come deep, just on the edge. Said Madden looks for Burns, and he's caught by Buckley, and it's a free kick to Fleetwood. Haven't really seen the game flow. It's always been a few passes here, a few passes there, and then a foul, and the game sort of stops again. And you do want a game to flow, don't you? Dangerous game, forced to go back to Coleman. Takes a touch before launching it forward. Under pressure from Brereton. Gets just over halfway, and Lenihan gets it, but Fleetwood get it back, and they just give it straight back to Rovers. Drops in, almost a back three at the moment. Looking for an option, looking for movement. None there, so he goes to his left side to find Wharton, who in turn goes back towards Fisher, and Rovers are forced to start again. Forward looking for Nyambi. Is it going to go out? It will. Just on halfway. It's been a decent workout so far from Rovers. Fleetwood certainly look like they could be a bit of a force for League One this coming season. It's their first pre-season game of the campaign as well, so I'm sure they'll look at it and say, yep, good workout against a championship side. Coleman, risky there from him. Thanks Huddersfield man. Almost closed down by Brereton. Hopefully gets there ahead of Chapman just to keep hold of the ball for Fleetwood. Travis can turn. Space for Fleetwood for almost the first time in the game, and Buckley, his pass through isn't good enough for Brereton to get onto. Bobbling pass more than anything. It's Blackburn's looking to outfox Bell. He's still got the ball at the moment. He's done him on the outside. Ball in. Wharton there to get a left boot on it and put it out for a corner kick. Now let's see if Rovers have wised up from the earlier routine that forced the opening goal for Fleetwood. Interesting to see where Andrew's position's going to be. It looks like it's same as when the goal came, on the edge. Looks like Chapman's been tasked with keeping an eye on him. So maybe just let him know that instructions are on with Chapman. Let's see if he can deal with it, and let's see if it goes that way. It's going to go short this time. On to Coots, and it's offside. I think Joey Barton will be really disappointed with that. He certainly is. 1-2 there from Coots, and Bagley got it back, but he was offside. Fisher will get an opportunity to pump this one upfield. This will be the last kick of the game, or near the last kick of the game. It's the clock, the 45 minutes is up. We're still playing with Brereton. Nyamby for support. Does find Nyamby. Travis goes forward. Waits for the support, and it will be half-time here at Highbury Stadium. It's Fleetwood Town 1, Rovers 1 going into the break. Jed Evans' header giving the hosts the advantage midway through the first half before Ben Brereton had his penalty saved by debutant Joel Coleman. However, Rovers weren't to be denied a few minutes later. It's Harry Chapman with the precise finish into the bottom corner to level things up. And see the sides going all square here on the Fylde coast. Entertaining half, we all change for the second half, and we'll be back with commentary in just a few minutes' time. This second half, Armstrong 17 goals last term for Rovers. Excellent campaign from him. He's going to get us kicked off for this second half here against the Fleetwood side, who I don't think have made any changes at the break, which is nice because it always plays havoc, I think, pre-season. I think Fleetwood have stuck with the first half team, so that's good to know. Interesting afternoon for Eastham. Academy graduate from Chorley. He's come through the Rovers ranks. Certainly impressed me in the Youth Cup last term for the under-18s. Gets his opportunity today with Fisher taking his place on the bench for the second half. Good kick forward from Eastham, looking for Dolan, who's going to start his Rovers career on the right flank. Into the game already. Very pacey, good ball in. Great finish. And Rovers have the lead. It's Armstrong. It's not taking him long, but Dolan, what a pull in. And Armstrong just got across the front post, swept home into the bottom corner. No chance for Joel Coleman. It must be about 50 seconds into the second half, and Dolan and Armstrong combine to put Rovers in front for the first time in this game. Lovely finish, but full credit to Dolan down the right side. Really good pace, but you often see with wingers, they've got the pace, but where's the end product? And his ball in was excellent. Armstrong, first time finish from him, right-footed. No chance. And this is just the start that Rovers would have wanted in this second 45 minutes. Armstrong's pace is going to be a different thing for the Fleetwood backline to handle in this half. It's not taken him long to get off the mark for this term, has it? He's had 17 goals this season, last season. If he can beat that this term, that would be an amazing achievement from him. Still only 23 years of age. Dolan, nice touch there again to find Lyons. He's Carter. Johnson just calming things down by finding Eastham again. And here's Williams, first outing for him, troublesome calf injury which hampered the back end of his term last season. He's back in at left centre back today. Pretty good goal scoring campaign from Dell as well, 3 goals. becoming a winner at Hull, scoring at Ewood against Millwall, and then get on the score sheet at Elland Road against eventual champions Leeds United. Like I say, it's been a wretched 2020 for Williams. Last outing in the FA Cup at St Andrews. Disappointing day, that one. Ball's broken to Rothwell, can't get the ball under his spell though. Looking for Armstrong first time. Fleetwood with Bagley, who's impressed me in the middle of the park so far. Here's Evans, just almost dropping deep into a 10 roll at times in this game. Maybe expect a few of these players to get an hour under their belts before Joey Barton looks at his reinforcements on the bench. 3 trialists in there as well. Other than that, regular number 1 from last season, Alex Cairns on the bench. I wonder if he'll get some game time this afternoon. Rovers 4 substitutes still available. Joe Hilton, substitute goalkeeper. Luke Brennan, Dan Pike and Joe Grayson. All 3 of those came through the academy. Pathway is there. Here's Eastham. Reminds me of Grant Hanley, the way he looks. Sprays the ball out to Bennett, the left back row. And now it's back to Williams. Chip down the line. Rothwell first time, left foot to Bennett, outside of the boot from him, down the line towards Armstrong, and he's going to roll through to Coleman. No trouble for the Fleetwood goalkeeper that time around. He did have a mad moment towards the end of the first half. Coming for a cross and missing it, but let off on that occasion. Trialist at right back for Fleetwood, 1 of 4 they've got in their squad. I think I recognise him, but I don't think we can say the name. It's Bagley venturing forward from midfield. Left foot, he's going to open it up, he's going to go for goal. Eastham had to deal with it. Puts it behind for a corner kick to Fleetwood, but a good effort there from Bagley, worth a go. And from the angle we're looking at, it looks like it would have just snuck into the bottom corner there. Eastham had to make sure. Good hand on it to put it behind. It's going to be Coots. Bagley across there for the short option, but looks like Coots might just swing this in there. In swinging corner from the ex-Sheffield United man. And it comes. Eastham can't deal with it. Williams heads clear, only as far as Ched Evans. On the right side, Little looking for a 1-2 with Boys. Boys cuts inside. Johnson there with the block. It's a good block as well. The ball's forced all the way into the Fleetwood half again, and Rovers are allowed to get out and get up the pitch. Fleetwood come again with trialist. Lofted ball forward. Williams across to deal with it. He's looking for Eastham. Not the best ball to deal with for the young Rovers goalkeeper, but he's cleared it into touch. Better safe than sorry. Good decision from him. Trying to take this throw in. Burns is looking for it. Just trying to work a yard. Evans marshalling him. He's back for the first game of pre-season after breaking his toe against Bristol City in the first game post-lockdown. Missed the remaining 8 games after that one. Williams across to stop a former Bristol City teammate in the former Wes Burns, who just snuck into the box there. Those two both part of the City side that earned promotion from League One a few years ago. These Boys, who certainly looks a ball-playing defender to me. He's on loan from Liverpool, so maybe that's the reason why. 19 years of age. Certainly looks the part. Williams is going to have to deal with this. He's got Evans for company. Eastham again just gets there to clear ahead of experienced Paddy Madden. Looks like Johnson's just clattered into Bagley there in midfield. And it will be a Town free kick. So Coots again to take this one. Certainly the set-piece expert for Fleetwood. He's taking it quick, and Rovers have got to react quickly there. Didn't, but Camps' effort, a unique style, is held by Eastham pretty well in the end. And I think when he tried to clear, I think Evans, Jed Evans that is, just got in the way of his clearance, and he's going to have to retake that one. Decent enough distribution there from Eastham. Rovers start again. Johnson finds Rankin Costello on the right back slot. Dolan looks to feed Lyons. Second bite of the cherry, does get it through to the Northern Irishman. But Boys across there really well just to get a... Looks like he's got his torso in the way in the end, and he's just down. Referee has stopped play. Physio's out for Fleetwood just in front of us here, but it looks like Boys will be okay to carry on. Bright opening 8 minutes, 9 minutes here for Rovers at Highbury. Retaking the lead just 50 seconds into the second half through Adam Armstrong. Really well worked goal from Rovers. Battle between Bennett and Burns. Burns just trying to drift inside. Evans is there. Said it is Coots on the ball outside of the boot. Finds Boys. Left-sided centre half, left-footed centre half. You don't see many of those around, and Dolan's nicked it. He cuts inside. Really bright prospect, Tyrese Dolan. And he's lost out there though, but certainly impressed me in the opening 10 minutes of his first Rovers appearance, the youngster. Will be a Rovers throw-in. Just down in front of us. Elliot Bennett will be taking this. No Sam Gallagher today. Slight knock picked up in training in the first week back from into pre-season, I should say. Nothing too serious for Sam though. I'm sure we'll hopefully see him on Tuesday night at Blackpool, just up the road from here. Derek Williams being asked to bring it forward. And finds Rothwell, who's just picked up a nice little bit of space, drifts away from both Bagley and Burns and plays it back to Williams, who'll start the move again. Patient finds Johnson, who's just dropped in, almost as a third centre-back at this moment in time. Quite a fluid system at the moment. You just see Brad Lyons drop in at right back, Joe Rankin Costello pushing right up on that far side, and Williams is looking for JRC and finds him with a great ball. Good first time cross in from Rankin Costello, but it's cleared away by Fleetwood, and it'll be JRC to take this throw in. Yeah, Tony Mowbray screaming wide. Fleetwood have got the ball back now with Madden. It's still Madden, he's looking for a dink cross in, looking for Evans, cleared away by Carter. Bagley gets it back, Coots spreads the play towards the left side with Andrew. He'll whip across in, comes to nothing though. Good pressure from Rankin Costello just to put him off, and the cross just floats way over the upright and behind for a goal kick, which Eastham will take. But once again, Fleetwood's pressure there, just work the chance, work the opportunity to run forward. Give me the instructions from the boss down there. Elliot Bennett is screaming for it from Eastham. It's a good cross from Eastham. Bennett just about keeps it in. Flicks it forward, looking for Rothwell, but Holgate's there to clear, and Rovers, I'll give credit to Fleetwood, they're defending from the front and forcing Rovers back all the time. Eastham clears again this time, but Boys' towering presence at the back for the hosts. Heads it there ahead of Dolan. Eastham outside his box now, trying to play. Little pass to Williams, goes forward, looking for Armstrong. Surely Boys will eat that up all day. He does beat Armstrong, and Fleetwood clear it. It will be a town throw-in though on halfway. Joey Barton out just to give some instructions to Wes Burns. Donning a cap. Defending from Bennett there, getting on the end of a deep Morgan Boys pump forward. Nods it back to Eastham pretty calmly. Rovers have possession again. Johnson this time, one of the experienced heads out there. Stray pass from Evans means it's a Fleetwood throw-in, taken quickly. It's back to the trialist, and now Coots, who's been a regular option throughout this game. Collect the ball and recycle it again. Here's Evans, collects it for Fleetwood, looks for Coots. You've certainly seen his experience come into play for this youngish Fleetwood side. Coots probably the most experienced player out there. Here's Camps, slightly deeper role for him so far this game. He's not really been as influential as he was during his Rochdale days a couple of years ago. An excellent 2017-18. Under Keith Hill, of course, a former Rovers player. Patient play from Rovers, so they're willing to get the defenders on the ball and knock it around, and Eastham's had plenty of touches on his first outing in the first team after coming through the academy ranks. Hour gone, it remains Fleetwood 1, Rovers 2. Fleetwood initially taking the lead midway through the first half through Ched Evans, header that beat Andy Fisher in the Rovers goal. Although Ben Brereton missed a penalty, Rovers did find a way back into it. Harry Chapman getting off the mark for the campaign. Really good finish from him into the bottom corner. And that was how it was at half-time until Adam Armstrong, just 50 seconds after he came on. 50 seconds into the second half, Rovers took the lead. And Rovers almost playing themselves into trouble there at the back. Johnson in his own box to find Eastham, and Fleetwood pressing high up. Eastham forced to punt it away for another throw-in for Fleetwood. You have to remember this is a Fleetwood side that one game away from the playoff final in League One last season. Certainly had a really good campaign, didn't they? Williams wins a free kick for Rovers on the byline under pressure from Evans, who's not too enamoured with the call from the referee there. Good kick from Eastham, high. Good distance, high boot from Williams, and will be another Fleetwood free kick. There's been a raft of free kicks in this game. Certainly not been one of these kickabouts where it's almost played at a testimonial pace. There is a little bit of edge in it. Lovely little 1-2 there from Coots and Bagley. Coots wins it back and feeds Andrew on the left. Good ball in. Madden looks to poke it goalwards and it's just got an inch or two past Easton's left-hand post. But again, really good play. Coots, Bagley. And then Andrew's ball in was a good one, and Madden just trying to force it goalwards more than anything. Probably lacked the power, but it was a tough one really to judge for Easton. In the end, it just drifted past the post, but probably the closest Fleetwood have come in the second half. Williams back on his own byline there, under pressure from Evans. It's all scrappy at the moment from Rovers. Burns whips it in, Evans gets a touch. The Lions will deal with it, and Rovers might be able to break here. Rankin Costello leading the attack, looks for the diagonal ball towards Armstrong. It will find Armstrong, who touches it down well. And now this is the position he loves, doesn't he? Cuts in from the left. Here's Rothwell, straight at Joel Coleman. And that will be a really good chance for Joe Rothwell. We'll look back on that one and feel he should have done better. But really good play from Rovers initially. It all came from Rankin Costello's ball towards Armstrong, and from there, how many times have we seen him cut in on that right foot and whip it into the bottom corner? It's almost trademark Armstrong. Instead, went for the unselfish option. Fed Rothwell his good power, and I think either anywhere else and it's in, and it's 3-1 Rovers, but this time it was straight down Coleman's throat. It's Rankin Costello again. It's another ball into a dangerous position, dealt with by Holgate. But Rovers win it back through Evans, who's now been robbed by Coots, who ventures forward. Certainly more attacking role from Paul Coots in this second half. Madden's drifted out to the left. His cross shot just about dealt with well by Easton. But end to end now at the moment. Brad Lyons, who's had a quiet first 20 minutes or so in this second half, finds Bennett, wins it back. Tyrese, he's not. Good ball in from Rothwell, but just ahead of Tyrese Stolen. Couldn't get on the end of that one, unfortunately, for Rovers. Not sure who Coleman's looking for there. Burns couldn't quite get on the end of it. It'll be another throw in for Rovers. Bennett will be taking this one. He's just looking for an option. Evans and Johnson look the obvious choices. Now looks further down the line towards Rothwell and Armstrong. It will be Armstrong. Good play from him. Evans tries to orchestrate a move with Lyons now on the ball, fellow Northern Irishman. Not an accurate pass to Rothwell, and Fleetwood can come again with Bagley. I don't want to big him up, but he reminds me a little bit of David Silva, the way he gets it on his left foot. Lions finds Dolan. Assist on his first outing for Rovers after just 50 seconds of the second half being played. Johnson caught there by Evans. Still down Johnson. Williams carries on. Johnson's now back up. And Andrew deals with that Williams pass, and it's back to Joel Coleman. Armstrong's robbed him, and it's what a mistake that is from Joel Coleman. And I said he had a dodgy moment in the first half. We didn't see anything happening there, and then Coleman, the touch wasn't the best. Armstrong uses that acceleration just to nip in, get the deftest of touches on it, and it ends up being prodded into the back of the net. Armstrong, 2 opportunities. That one wasn't really even an opportunity. 2 opportunities though, and 2 goals for him, and it's now Fleetwood 1, Rovers 3. And if you're Joey Barton, you'll be thinking, what has Joel Coleman done there? Joel Coleman's thinking, what's Joel Coleman done there? Because Fleetwood well in the game. Rovers really struggling to get anything going in the final third, but Coleman's giving Armstrong a gift. Not the greatest of moments on his first outing for Fleetwood Town after signing from Huddersfield. Burns almost in there, but the long ball forward just drifts through to Eastham. It'll be interesting if that third goal does knock the stuffing out of Fleetwood. With 22 minutes of this contest remaining, the first outing of pre-season. Armstrong brace is always a positive though, isn't it? First game, doesn't matter if it's pre-season or not. Armstrong scoring, he's got that nose for goals, hasn't he? After the season he had, especially 17 strikes in all competitions for him in 2019-20. Goal of the season, Rovers player of the season. Deservedly so, in my opinion. Carter looking for Dolan. Could be more goals for Rovers from here. No, it's a goal kick. Nice idea though. Carter trying to utilise Dolan's pace on the right side. The right side was something that's done well for Rovers today when you think of Chapman scoring the equaliser, having started the first half in the same position as Dolan. Obviously got the assist for Armstrong's first goal of the afternoon. Here is Armstrong, just can't get his touch right there. Come on Joe is the cry from Tony Mowbray. Once more from Rothwell playing his 10 role today. Still no Dak back, but he's getting closer. I think we saw that on the Rovers backstage that was released yesterday. Back training with the first team. Green light from the surgeons. Hopefully it won't be too much longer. Armstrong's in here though. He could get the hat-trick. Good save in the end from Coleman. I think he's just injured himself. Maybe his knee slightly, but Armstrong could have completed his hat-trick there. Pulled through to him. 1-on-1. You've got to give credit to the Fleetwood man for staying big and getting a deflection on it to put it out for a corner kick and maybe making amends for his earlier error, but Armstrong tucks that away. That really would have been game, set and match 4-1. As it is, just the 3 so far. You do feel that as Fleetwood go looking for more goals in this game, to try and find a route back into the encounter, that there will be holes at the back. Oh, Rothwell's ball in's not the best, but it's found a way through to Rankin Costello. No, it's not, it's Evans. And it's just drifted wide of the target. Evans not known for his goal-scoring abilities, in fairness to him, but he just tried to curl that beyond Coleman. Quite a way wide in the end from him. Last goal coming. The first game back from lockdown, wasn't it, against Bristol City? I think that was his first goal in a couple of years. Obviously the one before that was, I think, Coventry away in the Carabao Cup, 2017-18 in August. A long, long wait for Corey. Hopefully it won't be as long until we see the next goal from him. I think the big thing for Corey is just staying injury-free. See, last season, Farouk broken toe and obviously the fractured skull as well against Preston early in the year. Really hampered his campaign, but I think people are starting to realise the crucial job that he does for Rovers. Eastham really high position here. Almost 30 yards out from his own goal to try and get the ball moving. Looks like Fleetwood will be making a change. Harvey Saunders is stripped off and ready to come on. I think, is he the only one? I think he's the only one that Fleetwood have ready. Probably played more than I thought they would, actually, the COD Army. I maybe expected 45 minutes or an hour, but we're coming up to the 72-minute mark now, and it does look like Barton will make a double change, actually. It looks like a trialist is going to be coming on for the COD Army. All the while the game is still going on, and here's Bagley, who's, what he said, impressed me. 18 years of age, Northern Irishman. He certainly looks a talent. It's Holgate still playing. His partnership with Boys has looked pretty solid today, I feel, for Fleetwood. Rovers have managed to find routes past them, haven't they? 3 goals 1 at the moment. Johnson wins it back high up and finds Rothwell. Lovely little disguised touch there, and here's Evans. Now Dolan on the overlap. There's Rankin Costello. Can he deliver? He can. It's a dink one towards Armstrong. Nods it back in. Coots clears only as far as Johnson, who will collect. And now Rothwell beats Burns in the air, but only as far as Evans, who seems to make a meal of that. But Rovers have it back with Lyons at the moment. Carter getting forward from centre back. He's looking for Burns, who's almost playing as a striker, just in that move there. Just came in from the right flank. More Fleetwood substitutes readying themselves. Looks like there could be 4 of them at this moment. The next break of play, I'm sure Joey Barton will be saying get them on, but here's Dolan in the meantime, bursts into the box, left foot. He's back on his right now. He's probably 8 yards out. He's gone for goal. It's blocked by Andrew. Dolan will have a second go, but Rankin Costello looks to whip this in. It'll be a corner kick for Rovers, but again, really good direct play from Dolan off that right. Cutting in, getting into the box, and of course you can't challenge there. You go to ground with any sort of contact on the player. Certainly been an encouraging display from the youngster, who's going to trot across and take this corner. It'll be an outswinger with him being a right footer. 15 minutes left of this one. Rovers 3-1 up. Dolan ball in. Williams just gets a glancing header on it. And he's just drifted behind for another goal kick to Town. And this will mark the substitutions for Fleetwood. Break in play. 75 minutes in. It's going to be a couple of trialists. It's going to be Harvey Saunders. And I think we're going to see James Hill come on as well. No water breaks anymore, though, in my view. And who's coming off? It's going to be Bagley coming off. I think it's going to be Holgate coming off. Camps is off and Madden's off. So they're the 4 changes for Fleetwood Town. 4 off, 4 on. Looks like Luke Brennan's going to be... See who Luke comes on for. First outing in the first team for him. I'm not sure. He's coming on for Joe Rothwell. So I'm guessing that's a maybe a slight knock for Joe. Maybe his ankle. He did get caught early in the second half, but he won't complete the game. Luke Brennan on. Hopefully nothing too serious for Joe. Looks like Brennan's almost now changed to a 4-3-3. Looks like Evans, Johnson and Lyons in the midfield 3. Up front it's Brennan on the left, Dolan on the right, Armstrong through the middle. So they're all changing system. I think you versatile in your at times last season with Dak. It was 4-2-3-1, then 4-3-3. We tried the false 9 a couple of times, 3 at the back or 5 at the back, however way you look at it. We've tried that as well. Dolan snapping at the heels of one of the trialists that have just come on for Fleetwood. Coots, lovely ball through to Burns and got past Bennett, who I think recovered just enough to put him off. 2 former Bristol City men combining there, but Rovers got the rub of the green, drifted through to Eastham in the end, but again, lovely ball from Coots, who's really tried to dictate things for Fleetwood in the middle of the park today. And Burns, nice bit of movement from him as well. No real complaints from him regarding a potential penalty there. Armstrong coming deep to try and get a move going. Here's Lyons now picking it up, looking for Bennett, who's moved forward from left back. He's found Bennett as well, good control from him. Evans venturing forward now, ball in is Brennan. He scored, and it's a fourth for Rovers. And it's Luke Brennan off the mark for the first team. Instant impact from him. Just a couple of minutes from after coming on, but again, it's a really good move from Rovers. Bennett fed down this left side. Lovely ball towards Evans, who had ventured forward, and his pass towards Brennan. He did really well, I thought, because it almost seemed to be stuck in between his feet, but he dug it out well. And although Coleman got a touch, it nestled nicely into the back of the net. And after a bit of a worrying start to the game, after going behind midway through the first half, Rovers now find themselves 4-1 up. And all is looking rosy again. Rovers have taken their chances when they've come. There's not been too many of them, but when they have come the way, they've been put into the back of the net. Armstrong brace coming after Chapman's equaliser, and now Luke Brennan getting on the score sheet as well. All in all, looks a good day so far, with 11 minutes of normal time remaining. Fleetwood certainly put up a fight though. They've had their opportunities as well. You've got to remember as well, Rovers did miss a first half penalty when Ben Brereton's spot kick was saved by debutant Joel Coleman. Charles looks to put the ball forward. Evans collects again, typically water carrying dirty work. He'll be pleased as well just to get some minutes under his belt after an injury hit into the campaign with that broken toe. Here's Dolan. I have to say, pretty comfortable second half for the defence so far. Evans trying an inventive little flick, finds Brennan, who wins a throw. Good harrying from Burns, who's been full of energy today down this right side for Fleetwood. Of course, not too long from their last game of last season, coming in early July. Just over a month they've had. It's been a short summer this time around, but fixtures are out and it looks a hectic schedule, doesn't it? Bennett on that left side, featured plenty of times there last term. Joe Rankin Costello finished the campaign there. But Rovers 2021 will be looking to improve on that 11th place finish last term. Certainly plenty of good days mixed in with the odd disappointment. Consistency is the aim. Here's Eastham. Again, doesn't mind coming out of his box to play. Ball forward, looks like a shove in the back there from Boys on Dolan. And it's been given by Mr. Donoghue. It will be a Rovers free kick just about in the Fleetwood half. I think when you look at the scoreline, it probably looks more comfortable than it was, certainly in that first half. But Rovers has done a professional job on Fleetwood, who are a good side. Playoff finishes for them last season. Evans really been involved in a lot of the games since coming on at half-time. Hospital pull from from Bennett there, who wins it back, and Rovers get the move starting again. Ched Evans just down on his back at the moment. Evans in a collision with Bennett. Evans still down. There will be some concern from Joey Barton for his front man. Physio just seeing whether he should come on or not. And he won't. Evans is back up again. Slightly ginger jog there from him. 12 goals in 35 games for Fleetwood last term for Ched Evans. Armstrong's now going to be the man over this set piece. A free kick into the area. Plenty of blue shirts in there. Armstrong takes. It's a flat one. Flicked on by Dolan. Will Fleetwood? Yeah, they will. They'll get a free kick. A shove from Rankin Costello on Burns, who was back there doing his defensive work. He's trialist number 3 for Fleetwood Town. Spreads the ball towards Burns, who's done his defensive work a moment ago, but he's already running at the Rovers back line and wins Fleetwood a free kick. This time in a far dangerous position than the last one they earned. A really good positive play from Burns there. He's been full of running. You thought first game of pre-season the legs would be tiring a little bit, but certainly not the case for him. Now this is where Rovers need to organise. Williams, the experienced head in there. In the back line, alongside Carter, Rankin Costello, Bennett filling in at left back as well. One-man wall, Luke Brennan. One of the trialists is over this one, left-footed. Easton looks like he's got good vision on it. It's going to be a deep one. And Rankin Costello, I think, gets a touch on it just to make sure it goes behind. And it will be a corner kick to the home side. Teasing delivery, that one. He's going to take this next set piece as well, corner. Taking plenty of short ones as well today, Fleetwood, but this one I think is going to be punted in. There it is. Headed down by Hill. It's up in the air and it's out, but only as far as Danny Andrew for Fleetwood into his second season back at Highbury. Here's Coots. And now another one of the trialists. 3 of them on the pitch at the moment for Town. Andrew's ball in. Comfortable for Easton. Good collect. Rolls it out quickly, and now Rovers are going to spring a breakaway, hopefully, with Joe Rankin Costello looking for Lyons. Ball's not quite right, and Hill gets hold of possession as well for Fleetwood. And Johnson's penalised for a trip on Coots. Plenty of appearances between those two at senior level. Johnson now into his second season at Rovers. Fleetwood have possession, boys. Now Hill. Looks like the trialist that started the game is going to get the full 90. Joey Barton will have a good look at him. Lions Rovers just seem to have calmed things down a bit. There was a spell early in the second half where looked like we were overplaying at times, but it's almost as if all the substitutes have now found their stride, and we'll see this game out with just 3 minutes of normal time remaining. Can't imagine there'll be too much injury time. Won't be long till we're back up this neck of the woods Tuesday night. Away to Blackpool. 7 PM kickoff for that one against the Seasiders, who've made a couple of signings already this summer. Busy season so far for Neil Critchley, who'll be into his first full season in charge of the Tangerines. Obviously David Dunn was part of his backroom staff last term at times, and great to see Dunny back at the senior role at Barrow, League 2. And then after that, it'll be Everton at home, 1st of September, 6 o'clock kickoff. And then before that, of course, we've got the Carabao Cup game against Doncaster at Ewood Park, round 1. As Rovers look to maybe go on a cup adventure this term. Last season, Oldham, last gasp dramatic victory against them at Ewood, and then bowing out to Sheffield United, who themselves had a really good season. Looks like Burns was caught there. The referee has waved play on. Burns looks to be in some sort of pain, but he is back up, he is limping. Trialist flicks it on to another trialist, and now Coots. I'd love to see how many touches he's had of the ball today. But yeah, it looks as if first game into pre-season will be a good win for Tony Mowbray's men. I think the boss will be pretty pleased with what he's seen first outing. Minutes for a lot of the lads. Only concern will be whether Rothwell's injury is too serious or not. But the games come thick and fast, don't they, from now on in. We said Blackpool Tuesday. Another good test, another memorable away day last time we were there in a competitive fixture. 4-2 winners in the League One campaign. I think goals that night came Dak Antonsen, Mulgrew and Paul Downing. Rare goal from Paul Downing, now at Portsmouth, but they'll be set for another season in League One. Like Fleetwood finished in the playoffs. And we're now into the final minute. Rovers still 4-1 up. No real concerns from Fleetwood in the second half when they've gone forward. I think Rovers have looked pretty sturdy, haven't they, at the back? Evans looks suspiciously offside. He's not, though. The flag's not gone up. Williams across there to get a block in, and it's behind for a corner. This could be the last bit of action of the game. Been a good game, an entertaining spectacle. Rovers will have to deal with this, though. It's not quite been dealt with. Evans collects and Lyons gets a touch in. One of the trialists gets on the ball for Fleetwood. He's now on the edge of the Rovers box. Looks for the left, now back on the right. Andrew again, an option. Whipped in low. Costello clears. It's back to Andrew. He's had a good game, I think, for Fleetwood. And now one of the trialists now back on the ball. It's going to be a goal kick. He's overrun it, and that will be the final action of the first pre-season friendly of the campaign. Done and dusted. Tony Mowbray shakes the hand of Joey Barton and Clint Hill. Fleetwood, I'm sure, will have a decent campaign this upcoming season. But I think Tony will be pleased with the work out there. First run out, 4-1 winners. Can't really argue with that, especially after going behind. Ched Evans getting the opener for Fleetwood. Rovers missing a penalty before Harry Chapman levelled things up soon after. And then after that, the Armstrong show came in. Really good finish with the first, just early on into the second half before we got on the end of a mistake by Joel Coleman to make the game safe pretty much. And soon after that, the fourth, Luke Brennan getting his first goal for the first team. And all in all, pretty good day at the office for Tony Mowbray. So thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed it. And back in action on Tuesday night, Blackpool away. So back on the seaside, back up the Fylde coast. But we're looking forward to that one. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you soon.